Welcome to Wednesday Comics.
Brought to you by rootsoftheswampthing.com and SuperCon 2018 Return of the Con.
Hey everyone, keep turning those pages.
Welcome to Wednesday Comics. To my right, Frosty the Snowman himself. Alex, how you doing?
Happy birthday!
And across me, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Garrett, how you doing?
Hey, if it wasn't for me, you would see those fucking potholes and die, so you're welcome.
And I am Chris Kringle himself. My name is Marvin. This is the Wednesday Comics podcast. As you notice, we are in a restaurant today, and we are drinking, of course. It's Christmas. Christmas. This is our annual Christmas party, the third annual. Hey, Steven. Ron drinks, please.
Yeah, and I mean, is this Steven was our first assistant, right?
He's a waiter. Yeah.
A waiter. I mean, our
That's
first
why we
waiter.
come to this restaurant. We always know. We tell him, don't ever fire Steven. We need him to be here when we come back once a year.
I like how
Obviously,
Steven brought you just a bottle cap.
I know he's such.
Where's the drink?
he went in the back and drank it. We
Piece of
come
shit.
once a year for this
coming out of
Christmas
his
party.
tip.
We've been here for an hour. Just now finally got the bottle cap. Where's the rest of the beer?
The reason why we have so much power and Steven is still here is once a year we come here for the Christmas party. We put these people into the black for the year. So, like, they need us to come and spend this money. So, Steven's going to get us a round of drinks here. But for free talk up front, oh, by the way, if you haven't noticed, this is our Christmas episode, like I was saying. So, it's going to be a little different than our normal show. We do have a comic review. It's a Christmas-related comic that came out this week. Just one, though. Otherwise, it's going to be mainly Christmas-related and comic-related also at the end there. So stick around, listen to that. But this is a show to introduce your families to this show, your friends, and settle up and get ready for Christmas or your holidays and get ready for that New Year's too. You look forward about a week. So my free talk this week was going to be Alex was talking about all the things that he likes to do around Christmas. What is your favorite thing? Not sentimental or like emotional-wise, but like, what is the material thing in Christmas that you enjoy? Because there's a lot of candy comes out around Christmas, like exclusive, right? Or there's like foods and there's like things that happen. Like, what is it like, hey, Christmas is coming, I'm going to see that thing.
I guilty pleasure. I do enjoy Christmas trees. I like seeing them decorated in people's houses. Of course, it sounds creepy when you think, I'm probably just outside in the dark looking at someone's house. Creepy, I get it. But I actually do enjoy that. I live near an establishment that has a beautiful Christmas tree. So when I take my dog for a walk, I do sometimes just stop and take a look at it. I don't know, it just brings back, I mean, it is sentimental, but I think that's part of what this season is. It's about family, and everything's tied to family some way or another.
I think you like looking at Christmas trees because you remember when we all used to work together in a retail store and we used to have to set up those trees.
Oh
So
God, I do not miss that.
you got a food.
I don't miss that either, actually.
Back
Dude,
when
you
they
get the
didn't
sap on your hands and never come out.
but also the fake trees when they didn't come pre-assembled
Oof.
and you had to put them
Oh,
branch by branch.
Man, I got cut the shit from there. Sorry, cut the crap from all those.
And you had to like spread out it was the worst thing. I hated it. I was always like, hey, let me do something else. I could lift bricks in the back instead of doing this. And then usually I just sat in the back and hide. So the cooler was a nice place to hide because nobody would ever look in there. You could sit in there for like hours and nobody would go in there. Sorry, I mean, I don't work there anymore, so I don't give a shit. Garrett, what do you think? What's something you look forward to Christmas? Do you guys eat ham on Christmas?
Yeah, we do like honey baked ham.
Yeah?
Oh, and then there's like that nice like cinnamon glaze on top.
You know what I was curious about? Because actually we don't eat ham on Christmas. It's not a tradition that we have. But Alicia, my wife, was watching Christmas with the Cranks. And in that movie, they go get Christmas ham and it's in
It's
a
the
tin.
honey baked ham.
Does yours come in a tin like that?
Yeah.
I've never seen it in a tin.
Oh yeah, they put it in a tin because what it does is they like cook the cinnamon and the honey glaze on there, and it
Oh,
flakes
okay.
the back half of the ham. And if you didn't have like a tin over it, it would all leak out. Like all the juices would leak out, and the flakes would fly everywhere.
I've never seen that before. Maybe I just don't go to the store and notice it, but I would just see ham by itself.
You might not live in Sioux Falls, but honey baked ham on 57th. Amazing. It's right across from the Wellness Center.
Well, I don't enjoy ham, and I don't enjoy sweet meat, so I wouldn't be. I don't think I'd be.
Okay,
eating it.
Alex.
But what,
I do like sweet meat.
but what is? Do you have something there
Yeah.
that comes? What is it?
So, ever since I was in like middle school, my grandparents, obviously couldn't drink at that age. I tried, but could not.
I drink water, juice, soda.
Alcohol is what
Oh,
I
okay,
meant.
okay.
My grandparents would get
Milk?
like Welch's, like sparkling. And there's something like every year in Christmas, my grandpa will go buy a whole case of it and just have it. And like, even to this day, like I'm 25 years old, almost 26. And, screw beer at that point. I'm like, give me that Welch's sparkling. Like 'tis the season. I'm going to go drink a whole bottle of that. And it's just pop, like sparkling pop. But for some reason, that around Christmas time, it just tastes so. I only do it Christmas and New Year's because that's when they buy it. And like that for me, I'm just like, yeah, made it to Christmas again.
You know what? I have something similar because you can get this all year, and it's something that I actively go and get. But growing up, my mom used to buy those tins of popcorn around Christmas, and I would eat the cheese. The cheese ones I love, but you can get that year round. But growing up, my mom didn't usually get that kind of junk food, but she would for Christmas. So like I was always like, oh, here it is for Christmas, and then eventually, when I got older and working in that retail establishment I talked about before, I'd be like, oh, they sell this all year.
Just wait till the week after Christmas when they're like $4 a pop.
Yeah, I should go and get one because last year I was
go
like,
get like 10.
I thought about it and I really should. You know what? Actually, I just remembered I had nicknames for us for this show and I didn't say them. So here we go again. Welcome to Wednesday Comics. To my right, the Pines of Pastrello, Alex himself. How you doing?
Hello, everybody.
And across from me, the Christmas Walls himself, Garrett. How you doing?
Oh, clever. Nice.
My name is Mary Marvin. This is the Christmas episode here, and we all have our nicknames. I thought about that for a week, and I totally forgot it before we started. But
to be fair, not a surprise.
hey, Garrett was the first one I thought of, and then I thought once for me and you. But does anybody recall you that Christmas walls?
No,
Like
they
the
maybe
waltz?
say deck the walls.
Yeah, I'm going to deck the walls in a second. Yeah, the weird thing is like those things that come out on Christmas, and people are like, you look for those things, the honey baked ham, the soda you mentioned, and the lights and trees, and the popcorn. It's strange that we enjoy this so much during this season, and then like it just goes away. The trees obviously can stay up.
Yeah, but I think a part of it is that it brings back to your childhood is when you're less than 21, you were
that's part
drinking
of it,
these
yeah.
juices. Your mom used to buy the popcorn when you were a kid. My mom always makes pistachio pudding with marshmallows and a crap ton of whipped cream.
Green candy cherries?
No. Nope. She used to put bananas in it, but if I don't eat it fast enough, they get kind of grody.
No.
I used to eat it just all the time. I was like, no, this isn't a special. It's because it's this time of the season. It's you wanting to have that, I don't know, sentimental relation with your family
that's part
way
of it, I
back
think.
when.
Yeah.
So it's
That's maybe why I don't eat that popcorn year round.
when you brought it up, going, well, I don't want it to be a sentimental thing. Tough noogies. It's all
Yeah, I mean, it
sentimental.
all ties in, right? Pistachios, speaking of pistachios, last year I got introduced to pistachio muffins. There's no greater thing in the whole fucking world.
Yeah, those are
I don't
delicious.
have pistachio muffins.
Oh,
That
God,
sounds
it's
good, though.
so good, dude. I thought it sounded gross to me. And it's all green. The muffin's green, so it looks kind of gross, but it's delicious.
So are they like $12 because like you try to buy a bag of regular pistachios?
No, it's actually not that expensive. It's the same.
Like
I got it from
a 6-ounce bag is like $10.
from if you live in this area, Hy-Vee. Not even this area, the upper Midwest, Hy-Vee. I got a Hy-Vee. It was super
Okay.
fun. They used to buy them at where I work now, but I haven't seen them around. So I mean, I'll buy them. Whatever. Here we go. We got a book coming out that came out this week. We got Klaus and the Crying Snowman one shot. It is Dan Mora and the great Grant Morrison. A yearly tradition, Klaus comes out and he decides to rid the world of evils in his own way. This was oversized, right? Because it was $8.
Yes.
Yep.
I read it digitally. It didn't feel longer to me, but I think that's because of Dan Mora's art. There's a lot of silent panels and a lot of him telling his story, so it read faster.
It did read
Well, I
fast.
can actually see how many pages it was.
It didn't feel like 80 pages. I mean, I thought it was really close.
It
Probably
felt like
between
80
60
when,
to 80.
when it was closed. It felt like 80, but I zoomed through this book so quick. And this one, if you listen to our gauntlet, I actually enjoyed this one the most, almost probably more than the original run.
50 pages.
I don't know. I really like last year's with the Christmas
snowman?
flute.
Oh, actually, so if you guys have Hoopla has all of Klaus up to this one. The 2 minis and the 7-issue
You
series.
sure they didn't release the new one? Because usually
I checked.
Boom's pretty good.
I checked
Okay.
before I bought
Nice.
it. Yeah, I know. I was like, hey, they usually release the day and date. And I was like, oh, it's not on there. It probably will be like in 2 days. But
Yeah.
I noticed by looking at them, because I was trying to remember I don't think I read the last miniseries. I read the series and then the first miniseries, but the second one does not look familiar to me.
It's not a mini. They're just one shot.
Or one shot, excuse me.
Oh, okay.
Because the first one was the battle with the Snow Queen,
Yeah, that I
Right.
read.
and then the second one was like the mall Santas all teamed up together to
Okay.
fight.
Oh,
See, I don't think I read that one.
Oh, that I think is the best one. You don't
really?
remember with the lady, like at the end, like that one was actually 80 pages, and like at the end, like he visits her when she's an old lady again.
Oh wait, no, I read that.
okay.
Let's say, I'm pretty sure we talked about it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
oh,
think we
that
did.
one is so good, and like I thought this one was really good. It was
The art
a
of this
fun
one
story.
is excellent.
Yes.
Right.
Art, colors, panel work. The whole time I was reading this, you know something also. I think, not to say anything about physical comics, because there is something about physical, like looking in held in your hands, that's a little different than digital. But nowadays with digital screens, I feel like color wise, I see more of the color. Because sometimes printing there can be errors or maybe it faded or whatever. So I see like the true color that they intended. And this issue, man, was colored amazingly. Like I
Oh, yeah.
I would stare at pages. There's 2 panel spread in there that I stared at for a while. And the art, I would say, in this issue is probably the best. Story wise, I enjoyed it a lot too. But art wise, I looked at this more than I did the other ones. Not to say the other ones are bad, but Dan Mora definitely has stepped up his game in this issue, which makes me. Like, where is what? Why does he not
I know
do
he
a
does like
series?
covers every now and again.
Well, I was saying he was doing like more from
I guess it's easy
Go-Go
work.
Power Rangers for the first 10, 12 issues.
Hopefully, I would hope that maybe he's working on something. That's why he had to stop doing Go-Go.
Well, I'm guessing this was what it was.
Yeah, that would have been it. Also, I guess.
yeah.
So, 'cause he's been gone for 4 months now.
Story wise, there's a snowman at the beginning. He can't remember anything because he's melting. When you're melting, you can't remember shit. And do a little flashback, and he's like, "Don't you remember when you helped me? This meteor used to go by the Earth and bring upon great winter." And they found out that it was because these gods, or what were they?
The Norse
aliens, were stealing. No, I thought they were something else.
No, they were like little hellspawn.
Yeah, the Norse
really?
gods. So what happened was they go by and they steal
Oh, that's right. They
some of
fought
this-
the gods.
Yeah, they fought the gods, and that's why they were so hostile when they came there. Because last time they came, the Norse gods fought them and killed a bunch of them.
But Suitor's there. I guess he's I guess Hellspawn. Yeah. You're
Yeah,
right.
and the comet they called Loki. So it would steal the sun and then leave, so they could light up and heat their own sector of space. But it would cause a winter on Earth for about three seasons or 3 years, something like that. One of the two, can't remember. So they were going to stop them, and the first time they all died, except for Klaus and Snowman. But Snowman was halfway dead, being melted on the floor.
Right.
And they were like, "Hey, let's turn back time," because they were in the internal clock or external clock? Oh no, eternal clock or something like that.
Yeah. Infinity Clock?
Infinity clock, something.
I don't remember.
That means forever.
Right.
So they move back 24 hours, and they go up to the comet right away and meet them before they even get to Earth. And they bring everybody. Jack Frost, nip it at your nose. Klaus,
He died
Boston.
originally too.
He died originally, and then what was the other guy's name?
Old Man Goat.
The Goatee. Yeah.
Oh yeah, with the little.
A lot of people showed up in that.
Right.
When they showed up, and they said, "Hey," and you thought a big showdown was going to happen, right? And I was ready for it, baby. I was ready for Klaus to bring out that.
Sword and just
Fucking
beat the
sword.
crap out of everybody.
But then he was like, "Hey, you guys can come take the sun. Like that's going to be our present to you. Like that's fine. Take some of the sun, go back to your place, share it with your people. We can deal with what happens here. I know the only reason why you guys are so hostile is because the Norse gods were like, then you think that's how we're going to be, but we're not. And I'm just here to tell you, like, this is your Christmas gift from us." And Frosty's like, "Man, how did you know that would go smoothly?" He's like, "That's one of the powers that I enjoy the most. I know who's naughty. I know who's nice." I thought that ending, first off, didn't expect it at all. Second,
was great.
Was
Yeah.
great. Fantastic.
What a way to call back to Santa Claus's power of just, I know who's naughty, I know who's nice.
Yeah. It's a very. So I read a Grant Morrison interview recently, and he was talking about the thing he always hates. He doesn't like Alan Moore. And, well, he's okay with him now. But he's called Watchmen. Like, he doesn't think Watchmen's good. And one of the reasons why he hates his writing, he says that because it feels like Alan Moore makes characters dumb to go to his plot. Steven,
This guy needs some water.
you know how to do the Heimlich, Steven?
Stupid Steven.
Steven came by and hit Alex in the back. He's good now.
You're a dick.
Hey, call 911. You okay? Oh,
It's okay. He'll live.
Cancel. So he said that he doesn't like the Alan Moore kind of like uses his characters just to drive through plot points. Whereas he feels like you should make a character and make choices, even if it doesn't further your plot. Like if a character is dumb, then they're going to be dumb. If a character is smart, don't make him dumb just so something happens. They would think through it. And then that moment there where Santa was like, no, I know who's not even nice, like you were saying, Alex, it feels like a true character moment. Like that's what he would do. And for me, I was like, oh, I understand what Grant was getting at now. Like, yeah, it's cooler to have an action scene and be like, that might be a great story point. But for him, he was like, Santa wouldn't do that. He's like, Santa's going to be like, hey, I know you guys actually aren't bad. You're just thinking that we're bad. And we're not. So I'm going to let you go. Like, take the sun if you want to. And guess what?
Bring it back later.
We're all good.
Yeah, that was like, I do love when they expand on the mythology of like Santa Claus. Like, you know, there's all these things that we know because we've grown up like believing in Santa and whatnot. And like now we got Frosty the Snowman kind of thing, basically. And I did like the flashbacks in the story kind of explaining that, you know, I think some of it's kind of the metaphor for like he not froze, but like.
But he so
Frosty is not.
This crying snowman was kind of like the Jack Frost that had Michael Keaton in it, where
that's what I thought too.
Michael Keaton's been busy doing, you know, his band stuff, and he's on the road, and he dies, not getting to spend time with his family, and doing it the wrong way, living his life the wrong way, where it's not about family. And in this one, the husband's been cheating on his wife. His son just wants to spend time with them. And I tell you what, at the end of this issue, I got goosebumps. I got a little choked up. That thing in my voice you just heard was me trying not to choke on water.
Mm-hmm. You still did.
But I still did.
So that's what I was going to say. Even though the Claus part was great, I thought the actual real ending was superb. Mm-hmm. Like when Claus brings him back and he's like, hey, I turn back the time again so that you can be yourself again. And Frosty's like, I don't deserve it. Like he thinks like I'm being punished for a reason, and I actually do deserve to be punished. Like the way I acted is not the way a father or a husband should act, and I should stay like this. And Claus was like, no, because I know like you have a good kid. Like you can't do this to your kid. Like quit thinking. And once again, it seems like a true Claus moment. Like he's like, no, your son.
Well, he says like the gift's not for you, it's for your son.
Your son, all he wants for Christmas is to see you again.
Is you.
So, and he goes, don't feel bad because your son's a really good kid. And guess what? When you were younger, you were on the nice list too. Like just because you swayed off the path does not mean you're a bad guy. And he shows up. And the Frosty like melts, and then he's actually behind him, the dad, and he says, "Dad," and he goes, "Oh, something about the snowman melting." I forget exactly what he said. Then his dad goes, "Don't worry, we can make another one." And they're hugging at the end. I was like, "What a way for a story about like." Every one of these stories turns out to be, you know, it's about Santa Claus, and like what if Santa Claus like. He's like all buff and has a sword, but it's never really about the action. Like the action's there, definitely, especially in that first series.
Yeah.
But really, the spirit of Christmas is what Grant Morrison makes these books for. Like, it really shines through. It really, like the beginning when we were talking about our free talk, like that, it's there. No matter what you talk about for Christmas, the sentimental value of this holiday season is there. And true to form in these comics, Grant Morrison makes sure that that's the focal point. Like it's not the action. It's not you know the coolness. Like there's like dragons in this book, and there's that goat who's talking. Like it's weird. It's colorful. It's action packed. But really, at the end of the day, the main point of this was that Frosty story, or I guess it's not Frosty, Crying Snowman.
Yeah.
And it really, I thought was, even though I like the other part, very well done with the snowman part.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we get to look forward to every year. You know, I don't think there's like a DC or a Marvel or even an Image like Christmas book that can move me more than like Claus can, because like, you know,
if I may, this is an Image book. No, this is Boom, isn't it? This is
Boom. It's Boom.
Okay.
But I'm saying like we're invested maybe 15 issues into this series because there was 8 in the original and
there's
then
3,
one, yeah, so maybe 11. But still, like, we've gotten to know this character, and you're seeing him become more and more the master Santa Claus over time. And I think you really put it, like, perfectly wrapped it in a bow, someone might say. That this isn't focused on Santa Claus anymore. It's more he's trying to do what he's trying to do, and then there's something, like, getting in the way, and he's trying to do the best thing he can for Christmas.
Well, no, this is a pun, but like the goodwill towards men. Him choosing to, it's not about kicking ass. It's about doing what's right and about showing compassion or love or acceptance. And I don't expect this book. Originally, when we were getting it, I didn't expect this issue to be a sentimental. I didn't expect it to actually have a heartwarming.
Did you remember in the
narrative.
forecast? I was like, he's going to take on the Norse gods in this issue, which he didn't. But this list that said that,
Yeah,
and we were like, oh, it's going to be badass, and it really.
it's better than this is even better than him fighting the Norse gods.
I think by averting those expectations, it really made it. I mean, when you think about it, the way we thought it was going to go down, like, why would that be a Christmas book? Like,
Right.
it doesn't need to be like that. But it really turned out to be something like when I read it, I was like, yeah, that's what I should have been expecting, and that's what we need in this book. But it made me feel like, I just came in this book wrong. But Grant Morrison knows, from what I was saying before, like he knows, like. And even Grant Morrison, I think originally he came in being like, I'm going to tell like a cool story with Klaus. And he's going to be like this mythical creature, and be like, hey, what happens if he's a god? And he really was like, oh, well, like I still though can't make him this guy who's going to kill everything. That's not Santa Claus. Like Santa Claus would not do that. He would not be like, hey, I know this is misunderstanding, but let's fight. He'd be like, no, I know you're not actually bad. Let's
I'm
take
Batman.
care of this. This was the only book I read this week, but still, I think would have been my pick. It was like one of the best books I've read probably in a little bit. You know what the crazy thing is? I don't think they get enough credit. Every single time I read something from Boom, it's excellent. And Boom Studios is a great publisher. I think right now, it might be sacrilege to say to the comic book audience, I think right now they're putting out more great books than Image is. Image is putting out great books, but like consistently, I think Boom is. Boom has this like nice little niche.
It's got like nostalgia.
Giant
mixed with,
Days.
like,
I like Giant
yeah.
Days is really great. You guys read the Power Rangers books. This book here, they have a nice anthology series that they put out Boombox. They have which I haven't got around to, Lumberjanes and things like that. These are books that
They just released Firefly.
yeah. So like the Giant Days books that I read, it really like none of these books have to have crazy concepts to work. All of them are great with characters. And I think that's what Boom is trying to do, is like they make sure that the characters come first. And with Image, sometimes it's like a weird kind of story, and they just like, oh, this is a cool scenario. But every Boom book I read is like, oh, it's really focused on the characters, and the art's always great. So anytime Boom comes out, I would recommend a book that comes out. But
I got to mention one more thing.
Yeah.
The beginning of the book when Lily is fighting like
the tree ogre thing.
I love Lily.
Yeah.
Like
I forgot
coolest
she was in
wolf
it.
ever.
oh yeah.
And like when she gets hurt and like Klaus is holding her, I'm like, you better not kill that fucking wolf.
I know. I thought
Kill
about
you.
that.
And
I-
I love that she's in every single issue. And I just think like, 'cause in the original mini, like she was his best friend, like, kind of like man's best friend. And it's so awesome that she's still around.
This was a 10.
Oh yeah, this is a solid 10.
100% 10.
That's Claus. That's Dan Mora and Grant Morrison. If you haven't read any other Claus, you could just jump into this. Just understand that Claus looks a little different. He's not fat. He's nice and buff, and he's got a
Hey,
sword.
I wish we all looked like that, Klaus.
And his reindeer are pretty badass.
I read one other book this week, Aquaman number 43, making a shout out to Serge America, who apparently doesn't read that book anymore. Did you know that? No. He told me that you knew that.
Yeah, he dropped it when Sajak did. I talked about it on the forecast.
No one listens to you.
Yeah, how was it?
It was actually pretty good. The only complaint, my issue has a tear in it, and it bugs the shit out of me.
Yeah, where I went to get, I was going to check it out. It was sold out, so I was like, wasn't meant to be.
I picked it up. I haven't read it yet, though. I picked up all my books digitally, but I have not. The only one I read was Claus.
No, I mean, I was just having to read it. I thought, if I'm going to do some rearranging.
It's definitely a good week, though. So if you're traveling this week, it's a nice week to get into books. So if you're hearing this on Sunday before Christmas and you're thinking about... Actually, I might release it a little early. And you're traveling, Klaus. Pick it up. It's nice 50 pages. It is $8, but it is worth it.
Well, yeah, you pick that up, go on Hoopla totally for free.
Yeah,
You can get the
get the
whole
rest.
series up to that, and
Support
you're going to
your library.
have an enjoyable Christmas after reading
Yeah,
that.
10
So
more
you-
issues of Klaus and Lily. There you go.
You have a better reading experience than we did because we had to wait for that book to come out.
Yeah, and then you get to join in on the fun every year. I mean, I know they're going to do it next year for sure.
I
think we're going to
guarantee
do it
he's
until the
keep
very, very end.
I think he loves it now. Like
Yeah.
it's a character that he likes going back to. So that is Klaus. You can pick it up at your local comic book shop or online anytime wherever you pick up comics. Not your father. I don't know what you do with your life. next segment here is we're going to play a little game.
Game.
Get my bell out here, even though I don't need it, I would do.
Oh, God.
So the
Die.
game is called Is There Coal in My Stocking? I have a bag here, and inside I have folded up Post-its, and they have either
I
points,
get it, kind of like Santa sending gifts through the mail.
Yeah.
You're so clever.
Post-its in it. Sometimes they're good things, sometimes they're bad things. That you get a present, you get coal. And I don't know how it's going to work out with points because I just put random points on there and random things on there. So you guys might end up with some crazy-ass points, or who knows. But
Hey, at least it's random, so I have a chance.
I
You do have a
also
chance.
I also do not know because I'm going to be asking you easy, hard, and I guess easy,
Impossible.
easy, medium, and hard Christmas questions. I'm going to ask you Christmas questions. This section here is all about Christmas. The next section will be comics, but Christmas questions, Christmas trivia, and see if you guys can get it. After you answer it correctly, you get a chance to draw. Doesn't mean you get good points though. It could be a present. It could be cold. We'll see. But whoever ends up with the most points at the when there's only 12 things in here. Once they're all gone, that means we're done. That's the time limit for this. We certainly can have more questions, but if you guys get them wrong, obviously you're not going to draw. So 12 things in there.
So only if we get it right, we draw.
Yeah, only if you get it right. So 12 things in there, and whoever at the end of the 12, we'll see where they're at. If one of you gets all of them, guess who? I don't know what happens. I guess-
Stevie, I need another drink. You never brought us the first set, but I needed water at least.
Oh, did you got the cops? Where are they at? Outside? He's okay now, though.
Fine.
Tell them to go away.
Hey, we're paying your salary tonight. We each need a bottle of whiskey, please.
What do you mean that they're going to make you pay? We'll pay the fine. You come embarrass me in front of my the fans?
Steve, we pay you for the whole fucking year, so just do what we say.
Do you see this guy over here? All right,
we need
so
to find a new guy.
Hey,
here we go.
you never know. You might get a new gift for Christmas if you know what I mean.
Buzz in. Actually, I'm going to go back and forth. No buzzing in. We're going to go back and forth here. Garrett, here's your easy question. In the song Frosty the Snowman, we were just talking about him. What made Frosty come to life?
Oh no.
You don't know
Holy
the
shit.
song?
Huh? I know, like Frosty the Snowman.
Yeah. and It's in the song.
He doesn't know the words. He knows the
They
first three
they
words.
give him something and it brings him to life. What brings him to life?
Christmas spirit. No, okay, I'm kidding. They give him.
If he gets it wrong, I just want to say it.
You can, yeah. I'll give you the chance. I mean, it won't be for a draw.
No, but I
you'll
just
get
want to tell you what it is.
Okay, say the question again.
What brings Frosty to life?
In the song Frosty the Snowman, what made Frosty come to life?
It was the nose, the carrot nose.
The carrot nose, he says. Is he correct?
That's wrong.
Incorrect.
What
What is
he
it?
doesn't have a carrot nose. It's the hat.
Yep, an old silk hat. I would have just taken a hat.
Sorry, I wasn't 36 when the cartoon came out originally. So.
The
Well,
cartoon
it's a
plays
song.
like every other night.
It's not as good as the new stuff.
We used to
Seen
work somewhere
Elf?
where I know they play that song back to back to back to back, so you should know that.
Tune it out.
You do know. Here we go. Alex, what Christmas beverage is also known as milk punch?
Eggnog.
That's correct.
Damn you! You give him all the easy ones.
Yours was easy.
Hip-hop Anonymous.
All right, here you go, Alex. But remember, this might be a bad thing or a good thing.
I know,
So you
but-
get the
I hope
coal,
it's a
so you
bad
get the
thing.
present.
Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up.
Make sure you just grab one. They are here. I'll show you what they look like. So make sure you just
Okay.
grab.
You didn't actually roll them in ball. Okay.
No, they're little strands. So just pick one and open it up and read
Grab
read
the
to
whole
the
thing with those giraffe.
read to
hands.
the audience what you got, and we'll keep track here.
Please God, -100.
Free answer.
Okay, so Alex has a free answer. That means if he doesn't know the answer to one, he can give that to me, and it'll be a pass, and that means he answers it correctly. So
Which means I get to draw again and get a shit shit
it's true.
points.
Yeah, you don't know.
I'm always 6 feet under the ground when I play these games.
No one's even against you. It's luck.
Garrett,
Spirits against me.
another easy question here. What animated 2004 film is about a train that carries kids to the North Pole on Christmas Eve?
Dude, you did not just ask that question. I'll have you know, my
'Cause I don't know it.
favorite Christmas movie of all time, and I will get a little sentimental. It's because my grandma took me to it in theaters, was The Polar Express. And I love that movie more than anything because Tom Hanks plays like 5 roles. Polar Express.
Incorrect. It's Die Hard. No, yeah, you're right.
I'll fucking end you.
Welcome to the party.
Hey, where's my little dry?
Yeah, hold on. I'll just adjust the volume here.
All right.
I want to get the immunity charm to like knock out his free answer.
All right, just pick one there and then unroll it and read to the audience while you're reading for the very first time what you got.
Death to Garrett. Oh, wow. That's ironic.
Punch Alex in the vagina.
What did you get, Alec? I'm Garrett.
Plus 2 points.
Plus 2 points. Let me keep track of that
Punch
somewhere.
Alex.
Don't cry, man. It's just a joke.
How did you know?
Dude, I do love the Polar Express. I watch it every year. Every year since it came out, I watch it.
I don't have a pen, so you use that Sharpie and inhale it while you're at it. Here we go. Alex, another easy question. Actually, the last easy question of this game. Then we move on to not so easy. I assume that's medium.
Should have been not so nice.
What much reviled Christmas edible is known for its long shelf life?
Say what? Ask me one more time.
What much reviled Christmas edible is known for its long shelf life?
Fruitcake.
Yeah, correct.
Oh, I should just said Garrett.
Here you go.
You want to die, clown?
No, it's you're gonna die. Okay.
All right, what did you get, Alex? Read to the audience.
Guess it's 100 points.
Steal 5 points.
All right, you can keep that still 5 points anytime. There you go.
It's like I almost stand a chance.
It's random. You're gonna get mad at randomness.
Yes.
I hope there's one that says punch you in the dick.
Garrett, here we go.
Almost 10
Not so
points.
easy. Here's not so easy question for you. What Bing Crosby song is the best-selling single ever? What Bing Crosby song is the best-selling single ever? First off, do you know who Bing Crosby is?
Yeah, he's the jazz person.
No.
No, isn't he a singer?
Yes.
Yeah, he's a singer, not jazz.
If you don't get it, I just want to say it. I know. I know.
Bing Crosby.
I think you're thinking of Arthur Miller's the play writer.
Would it be? God, I feel like I'm gonna get. I'm gonna say White Christmas.
Yes.
White Christmas, that's correct. Here you go, Garrett. Why do I keep calling you Alex?
I don't know,
Did you used to sit across from me? Or no?
I used to.
You used to. Okay, maybe that's what it's.
dude. I'm trying to get these fucking ones down at the bottom.
Because I used to sit to your left.
Is there like a secret pouch in here?
I know. They're hard
Yeah,
to get.
there is.
Okay, I'm
Just
going
grab
on.
one. Why do you gotta?
Because I don't want the one
it's actually
that
connected.
Fate's trying to give me. How about that?
Well, how do you know when you're going down? That's not fade. Also,
It's got a lot of words.
it's like Jumanji.
All right, my gift
Give Alex
plus
5
3 points.
There you go. 5 points he has right now.
Hey, what's the rules of when he can steal?
Time I want.
When it's his turn to skip his turn, he can use one of those, or he can use the steal one. So you want to steal 5 points, or you want to answer a question?
He loses his turn if he steals
Yeah.
them? Oh.
It counts as my. I suppose it counts as my turn.
You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Dude, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Shut up.
Alex, here you go. Another song question. In the song, Grandma got run over by a reindeer. What incriminating evidence is found on Grandma's back? The song, Grandma got run over by a reindeer. What incriminating evidence was found on Grandma's
Do you
back?
actually know this one?
No.
Oh,
I need the
Your
exact.
face.
I need the exact words they say in the song.
Yeah, you don't know the fucking lyrics, do you?
No, I know the.
I haven't heard that song in a while. That's not a song they play every year. That's a song you have to seek out. Just like I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. They don't play
That
it
one's a
all.
great one.
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas.
What about
play that already.
what about that donkey song? You guys ever heard the donkey
Donkey
song? Oh, I'll play that song for that on the show.
I don't actually know this one. So hang on, let me think here.
You got a free answer. You want to use it?
No,
You gonna wait on that?
I'm gonna wait on it. Let's see. Because I can always just take a guess at this one. It's not like a-
what nobody can see is Garrett in disbelief that Alex is not going to use his free answer.
yeah, because I don't want to burn it. I'm gonna wait.
Why did you burn out one you don't know the fucking answer to?
Because otherwise I can just keep it and wait. I'm gonna say reindeer footprints.
Reindeer footprints. It's a-
Footprints, I suppose.
hoofprints. It's a good guess, but it actually is claws marks, like Santa Claus. Claws marks.
What did he do to her after he ran her over? Jeez.
There you
I don't
go.
even want to go there.
Holy shit.
Here we go, Garrett. Not so easy again, which I think is medium. That's what I say when they say what kind of steak you want. I go, not so easy. Hey, by the way, Steven, we're on the fucking, what do they call them? Porterhouses?
You sure?
Steaks?
Steaks.
Sirloins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You poor house.
Yeah, yeah.
New York Strip.
What size you got? 32 ounces?
Nah, I'll take it.
I just want a center cut. That's all I need. Center cut.
Okay, center cut. He wants a New York
want a ribeye.
strip. Oh, you want a ribeye?
Big old ribeye.
What's the biggest you got?
Prime rib. Oh, who
64
we talking?
ounces? Bring me 2 of those.
Give me a nice Christmas
All right, here we go.
lamb.
Garrett. Oh, yeah. Where's the fucking whiskey that we... Hey, he wasn't kidding. We come to a restaurant,
We
say
all
whiskey.
want a bottle. Like I said, we're paying your salary.
Yeah.
I think it's weird that he thinks we're joking.
Steven, you go get whiskey in the steaks and also bring back your manager.
Pour some of that whiskey on the steaks.
Garrett, how many reindeer are featured in the poem "'Twas the Night Before Christmas"? How many reindeer were featured in the poem "'Twas the Night Before Christmas"?
Sorry.
Well, you're now singing. You're not doing the poem.
I'm going to go with 8.
8 reindeer, he says. And 8 reindeer is correct. 8
Because
there's no
9 was Rudolph, and Rudolph's
Well, I
not
was
in
thinking
there.
because I think it goes on down or
There
on
you
dash
go.
on dance on prancer on pixel on common
Garrett
cube
pulling
on
up
down
the next thing here. How many do you have for the things? You have 2. You have 2?
I've got 2 and 2.
So we're on the 5th one of 12.
Oh, fuck.
What'd you get?
What does it say?
Plus 15 points, baby.
Garrett up to 20 points. You want to mark it
man.
down on the sheet, Alex. 22-0. But that does not mean Alex is out. He has a chance to steal 5.
I just
and he
threw
has
a
free
snowball in
answer,
Alex's
so
face and passed
he's got a
him.
chance to come back. Alex,
Yeah.
question, or are you going to steal 5?
Nope. Just keep playing.
All right, he's
Ask
going
me
to play
question.
fair. Here we go. One more medium
So
question
fucks
here.
him over.
You're a way nicer guy than I would be. I would fuck you over every turn.
Oh, I'm just gonna wait to fuck you over at the end.
I don't have enough turns. All
Uh,
the questions are answered and all these are out. You can't do anything.
here we go.
Alex,
according
100
Do you listen to the rules?
According to legend, what holiday goodies were shaped to resemble a shepherd's staff as
Candy
a way
canes.
to remind children of the shepherds who visit baby Jesus?
Candy canes.
Candy canes is correct. How do you know that?
That was on the not so easy.
Well, you don't know what if you don't know what a shepherd's cross is.
I mean, a shepherd's hook.
It's his cross. Staff. Excuse me, shepherd's staff.
Oh.
What do you get, Alex?
Plus 10 points.
Plus 10 points. Alex is at 10 to 15. And we're
Shake
up
that bag
No,
up.
10 to 20, right?
Yeah.
10 to 20. Alex catches up. But he could steal 5 right now. It'd be a tie game, but we'll have to wait till his next turn for that one there. But here we go. Here it says the hard questions. The
Hard already.
hard questions here. How many do you guys have
I have 3.
in history? So we're halfway during the game. So the remaining 6 will be all hard questions. In the movie A Christmas Story, you see that movie, Alex? I mean, Garrett? Jesus, why do I keep calling you Alex?
Apparently I'm on your mind.
In the movie A Christmas Story, what is the name of the next door neighbors whose dog ate the Christmas turkey? What is the name of the next door neighbors in A Christmas Story whose dog ate their Christmas turkey? And then they got to go get Chinese food. Remember that?
God, that one I don't remember. I'm going to say the Wallowitz.
The Wallowitz. I've never heard that name in fiction or in real life.
I've heard it in fiction because it's on Big Bang Theory.
Oh, there you go. Thank you.
The Bumpuses, I think. Bumpuses.
When you say you think,
I have it in front of me. I just don't know how to pronounce it.
okay.
The Bumpuses or something.
I don't even remember that as a quote from
No,
the
I don't
Christmas
either.
Story.
So here we go. Alex,
That's why it's hard.
what figure from English folklore came to be associated with Santa Claus? What figure from English folklore came to be associated with Santa Claus?
Can I guess if he gets it wrong?
Yeah, and I actually wanted to tell you a piece of trivia after we're done. Hold on. What are you...
St. Nicholas.
St. Nicholas, Alex says. It's incorrect.
Is it Father Christmas?
Father Christmas? We actually had the debate last year on our Back Matter Christmas show. Go listen to that. It's still relevant. And because we were like, are they the same person? And we went through the Wikipedia. And
I'll say I think St. Nick is from Germany.
it might be. English Father Christmas.
We don't know shit on this show.
Garrett, here we go. Steven. Those steaks are not going to cook themselves. Why are you just standing here? No, I know you're just the waiter, but you could also be a cook and chop.
Steven,
Don't worry, we'll
when
give
you
the fat
come
off our
back,
steak.
I'm going to use the Sharpie to doodle on your stupid face.
Name
Make you
Garrett.
good looking for once.
Name the animatronic cassette playing bear toy that every kid wanted for Christmas in the mid 80s.
Well, you weren't alive then, so you
Name
don't know.
the animatronic cassette playing bear toy that every kid wanted for Christmas in the mid 80s. I had one of these. Actually, my brother did.
Yogi Bear.
Yogi Bear. Moron.
What was it?
Teddy Rupskin.
Never.
You stupids.
You never seen a Teddy Rupskin?
No.
They have a new toy now, which
His last
my
name's
nephew-
Rupskin?
Yeah. which my
I got
nephew.
some stuff that does that.
Here you go, Alex. We might have to go back to these easy questions. I still have some.
That was good.
In the 1964 classic, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, what was the name of Rudolph's faithful elf companion?
Oh, shit.
Belschnick.
In the 1964 classic, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, what was the name of Rudolph's...
Hermie.
Hermie is correct. Here you go.
Rock on, right? No, okay. That's cool.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, I didn't ask if you want to steal 5 points, so
No.
apologize.
Oh, so he has to get it right to use his.
No, before he...
Negative 10 points.
Oh, Alex, negative 10 points. Back to 0. Garrett still at 20. Alex at 0. Here we go. Garrett, according to the folklore of Austria and other countries, what horned figure punishes naughty children at Christmas time?
The Krampus.
Krampus is correct. It's a good movie, too.
It is. I heard they're making a sequel.
Yeah, Krampus comes to town.
Maybe.
Krampus strikes back.
Krampus kills. What's his name from The Office?
Dwight,
God.
what'd you get?
Give up all your points. Go to 0.
Ouch.
So
Give them up, like, you lose them or go to
you lose
Spain?
them. They go to 0. So 0 to 0. Here we are.
It's ironic those were right next to each other.
Yeah. 0 to 0. Alex, do you want to steal 5? Oh, you don't.
No, this is all goes to 0.
He has
I
no
thought.
points, and I've,
Oh, no, you're right. He still got these
He
two.
doesn't have any points
yeah,
yet.
you have no points for me to steal, though.
Hey, here we go. Here's the next hard one here. In the TV special How the Grinch Stole Christmas, what 3 words best describe the Grinch? In the TV special How the Grinch Stole Christmas, what 3 words best describe the Grinch? The movie just came out recently, too, so if anybody saw that, Illumination Studios.
With 3 words describe the Grinch.
What 3 words describe the Grinch in the TV special How the Grinch Stole Christmas? What do you think it is?
Well, mine's a 4-word description. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
You really are.
You don't want to use your free answer.
Nope.
All right. The correct answer is stink, stank, stunk. Is how you describe the
It
Grinch.
said stank in the original TV special?
Yeah.
Way back when.
Garrett, here you go. What well-known Christmas carol became the first song ever broadcast from space in 1965? What well-known Christmas
face.
carol became the first song ever broadcast from space in 1965?
Jingle Bells.
He says Jingle Bells. The correct answer is Jingle Bells. I assume you know that because you're a space expert, but here you go.
No, because it's so funny that you say that, because in Santa Claus 2, they do Jingle Bells. And they're like, did they do that from space once?
Do they? In the Santa Claus. You're
It
talking about
amazes
Allen.
me what you remember in movies.
Tim Allen you're talking about?
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
Timothy Allen.
Give me this bag. I can't even grab out of the secret pouch.
Maybe
This is
if
the
you
dumbest bag I've ever...
use 2 hands there, buddy.
There's 2. There, put that bag in there.
Negative 97 points.
Steal Alex's soul and have 100 points. Okay. Plus 10 points.
Nice.
Back on the board.
Plus 10 points, 10 to
Update
0.
the points. Point, bitch.
Alex, do you want to steal 5 and make it a tied game, or you want to move on and try to answer the next question?
I'll answer the next question.
In what modern day country was Saint Nicholas born? In what modern day country was Saint Nicholas born?
Do you know the answer?
What modern day country
Germany.
was Saint Nicholas born?
Deutschland.
He says the land of Germans. And the correct answer is Turkey. So that's incorrect.
That can't be true.
Garrett, here we go. What Christmas carol did the Peanut Gang sing at the end of a Charlie Brown Christmas?
Oh, no.
What Christmas carol did the Peanuts sing at the end of a Charlie Brown Christmas? What Christmas carol?
Yeah, well, we got Peanuts.
Oh, yeah, that's good. We got the New York, Garrett.
Oh, God.
We got the T-Bone.
Still Garrett.
Yeah, I had the 264 somewhere in front of me.
All right. It's probably wrong. I'm just going to go with my gut here. Silent Night.
Silent Night, he says. Oh, you don't you forgot Alex's steak. Though.
God, I hate you, Steven.
What do you mean you only had 4?
Thanks, Steve.
He had to order 2.
His steak was delicious.
Okay. Well, go make it. What did you want?
Just wanted a nice center cut.
Center
but
cut.
Obviously, you're incompetent.
Center cut.
I don't think that's right, by the way.
Center cutter, we're going to cut you from the job. You understand me? All right. The correct answer is Hark the Herald Angels
Oh,
Sing.
yeah.
So
I had come
incorrect.
ye, O faithful, on that not sign.
Alex, you want to steal 5 points? You want to answer the next question?
Let me see what this question is.
That isn't how it works. You can only steal or...
Yeah. This is
Oh,
free
for the free
answer.
answer. Well, then you can't do the steal 5 points.
Yeah, but then I get the draw. Dickbag.
Twas the Night Before Christmas was originally published under what name? Twas the Night Before Christmas was originally published under what name?
Free answer that one.
Free answer, he gets a free roll. The free answer is A Visit from St. Nicholas, it was originally called. So there you go.
A visit from Turkey?
That's a chicken. Fold on the sack.
Yeah.
How many do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 3 left. 3 left in here. Here we go.
Plus 20.
Plus 20 points. There we go. It's 10 to 20. Garrett is at 10 and Alex is at 20, but do not be scared, Garrett. There's some good ones in there still. What holiday movie sequel includes a cameo by Donald Trump? Garrett? What holiday movie sequel includes a cameo by Donald Trump? This thing's been a meme all year, and you don't remember what it is? Or even all season. I've seen it a lot. Well, obviously, the man is the president of the United States, so it's
Wait.
been coming out.
The only one I can think of, which is probably wrong, it's a sequel. It's a Christmas movie sequel.
Yes. Let me read it one more time. What holiday movie sequel includes a cameo by Donald Trump?
If you don't get it, I want to take a guess before you tell us.
Home Alone 2?
Home Alone
That's my
2,
guess.
correct. Yeah.
That'd be my guess.
When he goes into the hotel, he asks him for drugs.
Oh, yeah, right.
Here we go. I think there's only... Oh, let me count how
1,
many
2,
left.
3, 4, 5. He's got 6. I had
Plus
One
5
more.
points. So I'm at 15.
Plus 5 points. He's at 15. There's 1 left. Alex, do you want to steal or do you want to answer the last one? If you do answer the last one and you get it, you won't get a chance to steal. I'll let you know that up front. You have to choose now. He's going to steal 5. There we
still
go.
the 5 points.
So what is it? 15 to 15, 15 to 10? Where are you at? 25?
I'm at 25.
25 to 10. Alex is up. He skips his turn, but he
I'm
gets
just
5
keeping my
points.
the valid ones that count. So
There you go. Actually, I'm out of hard questions. I'm going to go back to not so hard. And
give me the stick.
Here we go.
How long were you doing that
the
before I
final,
looked up?
the final question. What traditional Christmas decoration is actually a parasitic plant? What traditional Christmas decoration is actually a parasitic plant?
Mistletoe.
That's correct. Here's 1 left. Go ahead and take it out of
That's
there.
what it is.
See what it
Murder
is.
Alex and
Negative
steal
12.
I actually
all
don't
his
remember what I
points.
wrote down, so here we go. This could be anybody's game. And Garrett's going to...
Oh, no.
What
I
do you
already
want?
see a subtraction sign.
Subtract from Alex's total.
Minus 5 points. I lost.
Minus 5 points, so Garrett's at 5 and Alex is at 25. Even when the game is random,
Yeah, I still lose.
Garrett. Well, I mean, you got a couple stakes there.
Now
in
it's
front
been
of you,
like 3
Whiskey.
years of the year of Jeff Lemire. It's been 3 years of Garrett losing
It's been
every
pretty.
single game.
It's been a pretty solid 2 years now that I've been kicking the shit out of you
Holy.
because I'm not. And it's
just
not
trying
even,
to celebrate
it's not even,
Christmas.
It's not even like I'm good.
You guys are knocking the spirit out of it.
You know why? We haven't played that game in a while where I play a movie clip and you guys guess it. Those ones used to win. All
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Steven?
I'm still waiting that fucking steak.
Round of drinks to here, my good man. All right. Well, the steak he says is cooking.
Steven,
so.
is that your
Hey,
Prius
hey-
out there? I have a knife. I'll go slit those tires.
Steven, you know what? Screw your drinks. I'm just gonna make my own.
He's bringing drinks. Don't worry about it.
I'm waiting the whole time.
I'm back. Made my own drink.
The
Gin
final
tonic.
segment of our show is Christmas related, comic related, and it's a discussion piece here. I just wanted to ask you guys comic book presents. What's the best comic book present you ever received? I want to know. Of course.
Okay, fine. Give me one.
Steven, hand it over here.
Fuck you, Gary. You didn't want it.
It's open bar, baby.
Wish you could.
You know who's paying this? This restaurant. Like I told you, we're bringing this restaurant into black. That
I hate you.
we come in here, on Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
On Christmas week, and have this party, and we make their money for the year. So they're good with us. They give us free beer. But we need whiskey, Steven. Christmas. What's your favorite Christmas related gift you received that was comic related? And 2, what is a gift that you would love to see under the tree? So, Alex, what do you think? What's the best comic related gift you ever gotten? Christmas.
I don't know.
You have no Christmas spirit.
You don't know. It's pretty much a diss to our face, right, Gary?
I know,
We do this
I'm-
every year. We give each other Christmas
Yeah.
gifts.
I mean, the bare minimum, it should be your best friends giving you fucking awesome Christmas
Well,
gifts.
that's the thing is that I'm just trying to there's one that I use like every day or at least once a week.
Dude,
I use
do not bring up tissues. We got it.
you like that Punisher mug that your brother gave me. Hashtag guess those one. I use that on a weekly basis.
Do you punish your body with caffeine?
Shut up. Yes. You
coffee, tea.
coffee, tea.
I won't kill you. I'll just punish you.
The weird thing is that sometimes I have a hard time remembering what you guys have given me. There's a lot of good things that you guys have.
I just killed myself because you don't
Um,
remember our Christmas gifts.
Hey, then you tell me give me one that you just the best.
Huh?
Garrett, tell me.
Garrett,
one.
what's your
Tell
favorite
me one.
comic related
let me
gift you
just
ever
take
received?
over from Susie Can't Talk a Lot. Got him. So my favorite... Dude, don't use 2 fingers at me. Fucking you over.
Did you hear Steven? He said got him too from the back. He really doesn't like you.
So my favorite comic-related Christmas present that I've ever gotten, it was when I was a sophomore in high school.
Oh.
Season 1 through 7 of Smallville was on sale for like $8, and thus the obsession began.
Wait, did you buy that for yourself? then?
No.
Okay.
I wasn't done
So how do you know how much it was?
because I noticed it at Best Buy, and I mentioned it to Santa's little helper, aka my mom, and eso facto, Christmas morning, 7 seasons of Smallville sitting on the couch.
$8 per season.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And that started my re-obsession with Superman because I binge watched that 7 seasons so hard, and that by time I'd finished season 7, season 8 came out on DVD too. And
Oh,
I
we
bought
know.
that.
Go on YouTube and search Smallville reaction finale, and you'll see a video that Garrett put up there.
But yeah, that was my favorite gift I ever got. Like, it brought so much joy to me because I do love that series, and I'm excited to watch the DC Elseworlds crossover because they go back to the Kent farm from
do they?
Smallville on that show.
Did you see, by the way, speaking of DC TV shows, they released the schedule for the DC streaming services shows?
Yeah, and they cast Batman for the Titan show.
I think 2 months Doom Patrol comes out in February or something like that. So
Yep.
it's cool. No, Steven, he asked for a salad. He said steak.
Oh, what was the second part? Or are we only doing the first one?
First one right now. We'll swing around again. Yeah, go pick it back. Get him a steak. I mean, leave the salad. I'll eat it, but go get him the steak. He wanted a center cut.
Hey, I want some buttered buns too. You better pre-butter those bad.
Steven, I've stopped talking to you because
I
think
am
you're a douche.
actually, and it's partly for, I mean, I don't want to degrade my answer any, but I'm going to say partly just so I don't make anybody else feel bad that I forgot their gift, but I have. And, but the one I think about, and I guess it probably means the most to me because I can think about it, is when you guys got me Why the Last Man. So much so I haven't read it yet. But I do, like, when I first saw it, I didn't expect it, A. And then 2, also, like, it was probably one of the best gifts I ever got. I was like, oh, sweet. Like, that's, I mean, honestly what I wanted. So,
And you're just going to cherish and cherish and cherish till one day you
might
never
read
read it. And then you cherish and cherish and cherish.
When you
and
die, we'll put it in your
I got to
casket
save that
with
for
you.
a rainy day when I break my leg and I was stay at home for like 6 weeks.
So if I break your leg, will you read it?
yeah, go
Okay.
ahead.
Yeah, sounds good.
Break my legs.
Good luck tomorrow morning.
Alex, what would if you woke up, money's no bound? It like Santa actually comes to town and he puts a Christmas gift under your tree, and it's comic book related. What would you have to see in it?
So is material an option, like a problem, or can it literally be this thing? Because then would it say Captain America vibranium shield?
All right, you can do that. Well, I was going for a realistic, but that's fine too.
Otherwise, I'll take a Batmobile.
Yeah, I was going to say the tumbler would be legit.
Oh, I would want the Burton.
Burton Mobile.
Yeah, let's say we could say that too. Yeah, so vibranium shield. Hold on a second here.
If I was doing like
If you had
something that's literally made, the Batmobile was literally
No, but let's say
made
it
car.
is like the Batmobile from the comic books and the vibranium shield from the comic books. If those two are in front of you, you would pick the shield over Batmobile?
Ooh.
No, dude, you already got a metal shield.
That's already,
Who gives a
no. I
fuck?
was say at that point in time, I'm gonna get the fucking Batmobile.
Yeah, because you're probably not a good
Which one do
thrower
you
of
go
the shield.
for? Which Batmobile?
I'd lose my shield and it won't come back anyway.
Oh,
At least the car, I'm fine.
you do that cool throw like Captain. Isn't it supposed to come back? No, you
Oh.
threw it in the ocean. Oh,
Oh shit!
Which Batmobile would you go
Aquaman?
for, Alex?
What Batmobile?
Yeah.
I probably really would go for the Burton Batmobile. Either that or if I could
Dude,
see
that'd
what,
be like driving a semi. It's so long.
I know, but-
Turning corners, you'd have to like
But the Tumbler-
go into the
but the
driving.
Tumbler-
I
lane.
doubt
the
that thing
tank.
goes up hills in the snow very well.
well, my car doesn't go hills in the snow anyway, so,
Actually, maybe because you got the booster in the back, so probably.
so I at least melt the snow behind me, so I finally get some traction. Like if you're doing functionality, obviously the Tumbler's the best.
Tumbler or even the Bat Pod, I think would be sick.
How about this Arkham Knight Batmobile?
The Batmobile from the Arkham Knight or from Batman from Arkham Asylum.
No, Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knight.
Where I actually
yeah.
have the tank, like the tank ability. Then at least I have the functionality of going from place to
No,
place.
I would still pick the Tumbler because just so you know that Dark Knight really won best sound mixing because of that sound it makes when the Tumbler and the Batpod accelerate.
Yeah.
So I would pick those, but I mean, in all reality, I would love to have like the Dark Knight Batman suit. Like, I think it would just be cool to have that much like armor and like, I've tried maybe looking at cosplay online. It's like $1,200 to get anywhere
sounds-
close.
so
and it
that's what
looks
you would
shitty.
want? The Dark Knight suit?
Yeah.
Well,
Or
just,
like, I think more so the Batman Begins suit, actually. It looks way
You
better.
can't move your head, though.
honestly, as long as you'd have to have the movability for your neck though.
Yeah, that comes Dark Knight. So
Because the only thing
Dude.
that when you do wear Dark Knight, you get that nice the better
I suppose,
shielding,
yeah.
but you get stabbed easier.
You're right. I would like the Dark Knight Rises costume more because his cape is like a lot more like thick.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Another great suggestion would be an Iron Man suit.
Oh God, yes. That'd be sweet.
Because I was gonna say, if you and I are both saying Batman, then I would say Iron Man would be just holy shit. You and I'd be a rocking team.
That'd be cool.
mine would be functional Green Lantern ring.
I was gonna be.
Oh, dude.
I love Green Lantern. It's one of my favorite DC people, and the possibilities are endless.
Oh
Wait,
shit!
not
I
only
should've
would you
said
get
web-
not only would you
shooters.
get a ring, you'd get a lantern you could charge up.
Buddy.
You know what? Another guilty one would be legitimate web shooters.
That'd be cool.
The amount of time-
I just think where we live,
Yeah,
I
what are you
thought
gonna do
about
with
it a
that?
million
What are you gonna
times.
do with
You'd
that?
have like 3 blocks downtown, and they're not even high buildings.
He would just string people up and play jokes.
there'd be. You know how many times? Yeah. See, my thing is, as a Spider-Man, I would be kind of a dick because I'd just be someone who speeds by, web sling them to the concrete, just whip off the tires.
I guess downtown you could just be downtown.
But even like from here,
You'd have to swing really low.
but if nothing else, I could do the slingshot up straight
yeah, but
up.
again, you need
Then
to
I'm
have.
hoping I find somewhere to sling again before
Well, I know
hit
you have to
the
have a
ground.
building that's taller than you. That's most of them, but
You're
like, you
also-
need at
I could web
least-
sling off the studio.
You're also asking just for the web slingers, and you don't have the Spider-Man powers, so you might kill yourself.
Well, I thought we were going for functionality, like things I could literally have.
Well, and
You
if
could,
I get the
'cause
Dark
obviously
Knight
if I-
suit, I get every gadget.
Oh, well then
Grappling gun. I get batarangs. I
I'm
get
saying
the little-
Spider-Man, like the web
bat
things
mines.
or things that he makes, and his spider powers are separate. For Iron Man or Batman, that comes with.
I'm saying
I
if
suppose
you
it's-
have the Tim Burton Batmobile, you get the cool shielding. So I mean, I would do that every time. I would wait till like a crowd came around, be like, "Oh, I'm leaving my car now."
If I did Iron Man, can I have the sweet suit where I can this is the nanotechnology?
I didn't like
Or do
that
I-
one.
But it makes sense
Yeah,
where at least
I
I,
like
could
that.
turn it off and on instead of having to go find my suit.
Let me ask you guys a final question here, and it's kind of we're only gonna have two, but actually, I do want to ask this part of it.
I'd say Wolverine claws, but that'd kill me. So,
Not necessarily.
it breaks my wrist every time they come out.
Well,
can
this
make it-
is post surgery.
You can make a glove that has Wolverine, like it's practical. Comic book, comic book collection, trade or something under the tree this year. What are you looking forward to read? Like what this year is like? Hey, I want that on my.
I actually have one of the ones I had wanted for such a long time was Saga. One What would I really like? What's something that I would really want to get a hold of?
I know mine. Why you think about it?
Can you tell me?
You just said it, Saga. Like, I really wish I jumped on that train when you guys did. Like, I look online and it's like, it's. I
Don't
mean,
look next
Alex
time, bro.
did it at like the perfect time to get the entire series because now it's like $300 just for everything but issue one, and then issue one is another $200. So I can't do what I did with Deadly Class and get all the issues probably, but I mean those library editions would be sweet for Saga.
Dude, those libraries are awesome.
Yeah,
I want to get issue. I want to
I
get one
really
too.
wish that I got it when Marvin, a long time ago, when we were only giving each other comic books for Christmas, he got us the number one just
True
to try
Believer.
The
it.
trade, yeah.
The Image.
No, not the trade. You got us the little image,
The
image
first
first.
issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always thought, and this isn't my answer, I just coming off of your thing. I do have all the sagas. I thought about one time maybe I should sell them, just because for some reason, I think the iron's hot right now, and I would go buy those. The
I'll give you
collections.
$60.
To be fair, I would give you $100 for your number one.
Wait, you don't have one?
No, I have one.
Oh,
Just saying.
You just want 100
I'd give you another 100
to resell it for 200.
Fuck that. I'd keep them both.
You know what? This year it's very hard because I'm so behind on a lot of things to get something. This isn't my answer, but I would really like some more things to organize the comics. That would be great. But in terms of comic books, like the actual books that I want to read,
I hope Previews World doesn't hate us, but I saw, or BCW, but I saw those plastic comic book totes way cheaper on Amazon. They're on Prime.
Oh, really?
For like $18.
Oh, damn. I should do that then.
For the short boxes.
Yeah.
Oh.
One day I think they're going to release the long.
I know they want,
boxes.
like, the long would be fine, but that's 42 pounds of books. That's expensive. Or not expensive, that's heavy.
I know, but I've actually been able to do the.
Well, that's because you work out. Shut up. Not all of us work out. My workout is my, like,
Eating
17
your
pound
20, what are they called? Hot Pockets. Not Hot Pockets.
you know something actually I
Pizza
would
Pockets.
like.
I
daughter.
don't
Oh,
know.
pizza rolls?
Pizza rolls.
Something actually I would like. Two things.
Shut up.
You used to do that.
Two things I would like. I mean, I do have them in issues, but I would like to have Hickman's the omnibus for Fantastic Four. That'd be great. Or Ed Brubaker's Winter Soldier omnibus. I think an omnibus. I've never had an omnibus before. I usually just get trades. I would want something. Oh, All-Star Superman. Actually, no, that's my answer.
What are those? Are those omnibuses?
What's that? What's
It's
it
The
Walking,
Walking,
Dead.
Dead volumes.
I guess that, but it's not really like.
The whole series.
Like a whole
the whole
I see what you're
collection.
saying. Omnibus is a whole collection of
The only
it.
one I got was that. I got Sin City.
It's good.
Big damn Sin City, like the huge one, and then I got the when I won that DC All Access challenge, and I got that Flash omnibus. That was pretty sweet.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I think I would say I have Volume 1 Library Edition of this, but these are both valid ones. I would like to get Jonathan Hickman's Manhattan Project because I love those covers. Those are amazing covers.
Did that series just end out of the blue?
There's only 4 issues for that second volume.
Yeah, it's not. Well, there's supposed to be more issues, but
Oh.
Jonathan Hickman's taking an
It's-
extended retirement.
he hasn't talked about it in forever. So
It's going to be like Secret again, or Shield.
secret
Shield, sorry. And my other one would be Fatale by Brubaker and
Yeah,
Phillips.
I would like those books too.
Because I found the issues for them for like $50.
The
What?
Son of a bitch. We were gonna get that for you for Christmas last year,
What?
and then Marvin like slyly asked you how you would like Fatale, and you're like, it doesn't really interest me.
Oh, really?
yeah,
We
were
almost
gonna buy
bought you the
issues.
whole
Oh,
series
the
of
whole
issues.
Shit. To be fair,
last year.
I just can't believe you just said that because we were just like, I just looked at Marvin, and I'm like, you son of a bitch.
well, that's the thing is like, but the weird thing that as a comic book reader, I've actually grown into more things. Like I've read the first that first library edition of Manhattan Project. So I thought, I don't know if this is for me, and then I also go, but it is for me. This is a book that graphically looks amazing, design wise looks amazing. I like Jonathan Hickman's writing. And Fatale, I read that first library edition. It's like, oh, it's good. I don't know how much I want to get into it. But then when I read these other Brubaker things, like Winter Soldier, holy shit, that is a book that I need to read. All I am is full of shit when I talk to you guys. Say, I love Winter Soldier. Never read the damn thing.
Yeah.
So,
All about All-Star Super. What are those DC collections they do? The big ones?
Essentials? No, that's Marvel.
Oh, the showcases?
No.
They are omnibuses.
They call it something else. Let me look it up here, Greg.
Are you
But
sure?
the All-Star Superman one, I would love.
Oh no, the absolute.
Absolute. Oh,
Editions.
buddy. You wouldn't believe how much I fucking love that thing.
I always see the absolute Watchmen one around and the absolute. I actually own the absolute Superman for tomorrow. It's pretty cool.
The Watchmen one I would want to.
Yeah.
Watchmen I do enjoy, even though my favorite comic book writer, Grant Morrison, hates it. I do enjoy it.
I don't know if I have like a favorite.
graphic novel.
Yeah.
Okay, I will tell you. I think I mentioned this last week. I got my girlfriend the Tokyo Ghost Deluxe Edition.
Yes.
That baby is sick. I kind of want to get it for myself. Like,
That's a good
it's an oversized hardcover, immaculate.
I think I'd almost say White Knight is probably that for me.
Yeah.
Because that's a book that Sean Murphy on anything.
But I know they released it
spectacular.
for the Black Label.
Yeah.
You know, that'd be cool to get that trade.
Like literally it's black labeled. Or it's still the same
Yeah.
thing.
What,
Well,
White
it's got
Knight?
that. It's got that Harley Quinn scene that you were looking for.
No, they didn't put that in.
they didn't. Really.
See, that's the thing is that
Because of Battling.
I wanted it to
You know,
be
All Star Superman came out as a Black Label also.
Yeah.
They re-released it. I was like,
They released Watchmen as a black label too.
yeah.
You know what Superman book I love now that you got me on this Birthright. I love Birthright by Mark Waid.
So good.
That was actually one of the gifts that Marvin had got me before I was actually into books. And he would give me graphic novels and trying to push me into reading these. And one day I went on a trip to Minnesota with my friends, other group of friends, and I brought Year One of Batman, which is great. It's a great book, but it's so
You need Year One of Superman.
Hey, since you
or no,
guys-
I mean Batman. Superman Earth 1.
Since you guys are
That
talking about
one's
this,
great. I love
actually,
that one.
let's make this final question here, then we can wrap up. 3 things. Recommend for somebody maybe they're last minute shopping when this comes out. A superhero book or a trade that they can get somebody. A book for somebody who wants something other than superheroes, and something for a kid friendly book. Superhero wise, what do you say?
I'm going to say Black Hammer. Black Hammer Volume 1. It's not your standard superhero book, but it is superheroes. Or is that not going to count?
Yeah, I'll count that. It's fine.
Superheroes. And this is just for anybody.
Yeah, superhero.
Something. Let's see. I really got to. I think about it every year. Every time I talk about Superman, I would say Superman Secret Origin. I mean, that is a gift that you get somebody.
That's Busick, right?
Yeah. Do you have that?
Yes, I have the issues.
Did you read it yet?
Yeah, because you and I
yeah.
I was reading when you read.
Did you say Secret Identity? Or Secret Origins?
Oh, sorry, Secret Identity, not Jeff Johns.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
Okay.
yeah, Secret Identity.
Maybe that's why I was
Busiek.
confused with that.
My
I don't know
bad.
if I
Yeah.
read
Secret
that.
Origins is by Jeff
Yeah,
Johns.
okay.
but-
Identity. Okay.
But no, Secret Identity, that's like the best superhero gift. Like, a lot of people think Superman's overrated. You read that and tell me that.
I actually-
that is one of the
again.
best Superman.
whole-
and I'm not a Superman fan. That is one of the best Superman books.
The whole
out there.
catalyst for this list was that book, so I guess I'll pick something else. But that was going to be my choice too.
Yeah.
Secret Identity is probably one of the best superhero stories you can read.
Right.
I also would recommend if you go back and get Jeff Johns' Rebirth Green Lantern book. That's really great too. So if they want to get into that whole run, the whole run's fantastic. So that'd be the first thing they need to get. If you're looking for something other than superhero books, I would recommend any of the criminal trades. They're
I
all
need to read those. I've never
self-contained,
Dude, those are
and
so
they're
good.
all amazing. So
That's
I think
one that
those-
if they made an omnibus of just all 7, I'd get them or 6,
that
whatever.
book's so good. You can get any single one. So go to the store, and if they even have like number 4, you can still get it and give it to them.
Yep.
And be like, hey, it's all contained in that.
I would say Royal City.
Yeah,
I think that's a good, just down to earth family book.
and that's all done, so you can get that.
So you're
That's
saying for
2
independent
trades.
books now?
Yeah.
For a
Not
non
superhero.
superhero book.
It could be something that's by one of the big 2, but not superhero.
I hope I'm not stealing from you again. It just only comes to mind.
I
but,
already went. So
Huh?
I went first.
What was
Criminal.
Criminal.
Yeah.
Mine would be Kill or Be Killed. I mean, that was such a fun ride. And, it's Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips, Betty Breitweiser. Super great. I seriously think that anyone could pick this up. It's being optioned for a movie. Definitely something to check out.
What do you think for kids? Kid-friendly book.
I would say Adventures of the Super Sons. I think it's the perfect time. John Kent hasn't been brought back in the Superman books. And as an adult because we know he's going to go there. But this is him and Damien. Like, they're fighting a young Legion of Doom from an alternate Earth. And it's just so much fun. The art's really great. Peter Tomasi is really writing a fun, I would say, kid's story. You don't need to know much. You just need to know this is Superman's son and Batman's son. And that's what makes it really fun. It's a 12-issue maxi. I enjoyed every issue I get. And I really, I think kids would love it. Yeah, if I had to pick another one, though, as an honorable mention, Mech Cadet U. It does deal with some adult stuff by the end, but a lot of it's a boom book. It's very kid-friendly, and it's kind of like the Iron Giant, where it's like kid bonds with robot kind of thing. What about for you?
For me, I would say probably Ultimate Spider-Man, Volume 1. You started there. That's a good kid's book.
Good catch.
It eventually evolves into a book that's for more teenagers, but at the beginning, you can get up to anybody. And I think by the time they get there, they would have grown with the book. So
Right.
it kind of eases you into that kind
Such
of
a great
stuff.
series.
So, Steven, where did you take Alex to?
Holy crap, Alex is gone.
Steven took him in the back for a steak, and then Alex never came back.
What the heck? Bet he's giving him all of our whiskey.
Oh, Alex left a note here. Alex says that he would recommend TMNT. It's a good kid's book. It gets kind of mature, but he said also it's a pretty fun book, so kids could get into it. Teenagers more, but older, about 8 years old. What do you mean, Steven? You have them and you're not going to give them up? Guess what? I don't give a shit. All right, we'll find somebody else to host the show. Wednesday Comics 605 at gmail.com. Email us. Email us also if you want to get Alex back. At Wednesday Comics on Twitter. At Alex Pastrello if you want to tweet him. He probably won't respond. He's probably in the freezer somewhere. At Gerard2188 if you want to let him know happy holidays. At Marvin_Saguero. That's my Twitter. And follow us at all. Follow the show also because... especially me, I tweet enough, and when you want to know the show's out, that's probably the first place to look. Facebook.com/Wednesday Comics Podcast. Another place to look if when we release stuff. Make sure to like the page so that it shows up in your feed. And make sure you share the page with your friends. On Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, and Stitcher Radio. Sorry, I meant to say SoundCloud. We haven't been SoundCloud forever. Stitcher Radio, that's where we're at. YouTube, you can find us at search for Wednesday Comics for the Gauntlet and for this show. Eventually, some more with the new year. Some more video shows will be coming. We have a book club, right?
Wednesday Comics. League of Extraordinary Gentle People proudly presents
Roots. Not Roots. Saga of the Swamp Thing. Volume 2. We'll be reviewing that in a couple weeks. So go make sure you finish that. Maybe ask for it for Christmas. That could be under your tree. And John Boylan will be here. We'll discuss Volume 2 of that book. 605-215-1849, the voicemail line. We got some nice voicemails we'll play at the end of the show here for the Christmas holiday. Also, make sure, if you want to listen to what the best series was in 2018, you leave a voicemail. We'll play it next week and discuss it. 605-215-1849 is the number. Anybody who wants to call, you're free to call, and it will ring and then eventually go to a voicemail, so you won't talk to anybody. But just leave us a voicemail and let us know what you think. Roots of the SwampThing.com, your definitive source for all things Swamp Thing. That's John Boylan himself. Holland Files number 3 is available for pre-order, so make sure to go to pre-order that. And follow him at DC World Swampy on Twitter at Facebook.com/Roots of the Swamp Thing. I guess Alex is gone. No, I'll call him Garrett.
Yeah.
He's probably in a freezer somewhere, probably next to the center cut. But you know what? Maybe we'll find him after the show. We might have to go back there and rough up Steven. He's still back there. He doesn't know what's going on. Luckily, we ate all the steaks, so we got a lot of energy, right? Like
he thinks he's a funny guy, so you don't do those funny guys.
Does protein give you a lot of energy? Like if I ate 2 steaks, am I good to go?
I mean, there's not a lot of carbs.
Endurance
Carbs is your primary energy source.
So what's the steak good for?
After you work out.
After. Well, this is going to be rough because we're going to rough up Steven.
But maybe there's some buttered buns. I told you, I ordered them.
Oh, yeah. Well, I ate that salad, too. So maybe there's croutons in there, and I got some carbs.
There you go.
And actually, the dressing brought a lot of carbs, too.
Yeah.
Watch.
Sure.
I didn't ask for
a lot of sugar, too.
So happy holidays, everybody.
Merry Christmas, and thank you for listening. We really appreciate you all as fans, and we're excited to bring you into the new year.
Make sure that if you're listening to this, keep close attention or like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. To this feed, a special episode will be coming out on Christmas Eve, maybe a little earlier if you're nice on the nice list. And will be a special episode, not a regular episode of the show, and we're going to keep that under wraps what it is, but everybody can enjoy that. That'll be your Christmas present for Wednesday Comics this year. For Wednesday Comics, I've been Marvin.
And I'm Garrett.
Hey, everyone. Keep turning those pages.
And have a Merry Christmas.
Hey, I just want to wish a Merry Christmas to everybody at Wednesday Comics, a comic book look, SuperCon if they're listening. This is Derek Magnus, Convention Director of SuperCon. And, hey, why not give a gift that can always keep on giving? A comic or a graphic novel or some kind of subscription service or something like that. What a great way to give to a comics collector and avid reader. Once again, Merry Christmas and have a great New Year. Bye.
Hey, this is JJ with JJ's Comics and Art. Just wanted to wish everyone a happy holiday, the Wednesday Comics podcast, and just want to let everybody know that sometimes it's hard to reach out and thank people, but we want to thank everyone for their outreach and love that they showed when Doug Mankey was able to come to Sioux Falls this fall for the original art exhibition and the signing at Rainbow Sports Cards. So to each and every one of you, again, happy holidays, and we have a lot of special things planned for Doug Mankey this coming year, early 2019 on Detective Comics. So on behalf of myself and Doug Mankey, happy holidays. And you can visit us anytime at jjscomicart.com, especially if you're looking for Doug Mankey Detective Comics art. Other than that, once again, happy holidays and thanks so much, guys, for the awesome podcast. And I look forward to being on there to dissect some comics eventually. We'll talk soon. Bye.
Hello, Wednesday Comics Podcast listeners. This is Dave from RainbowComicsandCards.com. Just wanted to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year during this holiday season. I would also like to point out that, of course, all of our stuff is always available on our website at RainbowComicsandCards.com, but also that we are expanding. We've installed a couple spinner racks, one in Mitchell, South Dakota at Lemonheads, one in Huron, South Dakota at Don't Spill the Beans, and at the Peddler's Market in Watertown. We actually have like a little it's a booth where we have over 8 long boxes of dollar comics. We've got 2 short boxes of current comics, and then every week we're putting out new comic books in all of those 3 locations. So not only can you find us in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and Lincoln, Nebraska, but you can also find us in Mitchell, Huron, and Watertown. And hopefully more to come. We'll see how it goes. This is kind of a test pilot to see if we can continue to expand like this in maybe some of the smaller surrounding areas. So once again, happy holidays from everyone here at RainbowComicsandCards.com.
Sergeant America coming at you. Boom! I know this week you guys are definitely going to be reviewing Batman the Damned. That is a very large book. I know sometimes you might need a space saver while you're reading. I know you guys are always looking for good bookmarks. So I dressed up as Batman from Batman Damned, in his full glory, if you know what I mean. I texted you that message, so that there should be a picture of me fully bat-wanged out. Just go ahead and insert that in your book as a bookmark. You're welcome. From Sergeant America. Boom!
RootsOfTheSwampThing.com, your definitive online source for all things Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing is heating up. A brand new series coming from Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo. A brand new TV series on DC's streaming service online. RootsOfTheSwampThing.com. A lot of stuff about his history, what he's doing today, and everything in between. Go to rootsoftheswampland.com for more information.